Hey guys, got something really good here today. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath detached villa here on Menor Golf Resort. This is directly from our banking partners. This villa is located on phase 1, so that's the area that's closer to the hotel and town centre. Okay, it's not at the other side. I've literally just got the keys to. Officially, it's not even on the market, okay, but I've got the key and I've been given the go-ahead to do this, so I'm going to have a little walk through and see what you think. This is extremely rare to get repossessed villas on Menor Golf Resort, extremely rare, so I just wanted to get these on as soon as possible. Again, this is really coming down to the liquidation process coming to an end, so now we can get all this on. So I'm gonna have a little walk through and see what you think. As always, with kind of villas on Menor or La Torre or resorts kind of similar to this, very beautifully maintained tree-lined road. You've got plenty of street parking, and of course you've also got your own off-street parking as well. Okay. Now these are not, this particular villa is not a repossession from the developer. This is from an individual, okay? So someone would have owned it at some point, but it's been going through the system probably years and years. So I'm gonna have a little walk through and point out everything that I know about this property, because it's coming on cheap. 140,000 euros for a detached villa on Menor. That's 140. That's as cheap as you're ever going to get it. And the reason for that, of course, is because it's a bank repo, of course, and because, well, I'm going to point out everything as we go around that I can see that needs replacing or money spent on, basically. So coming into the lounge area, these villas are kind of similar to the Sabinas on La Torre. So you've got the extra square window at the top there, just on that side of the lounge. This side you don't. And then this is the main kind of door, the main patio doors, if you like, out onto the terrace and the garden at the back. Window here. First thing I've noticed straight away is all the radiators, because this would have had central heating in it. All the radiators are gone, so there would have been one here, and there would have been one just over here as well. So they've been taken, they've been ripped out at some point, probably by the previous owner, probably. The walls are in a state, obviously, where things were. Now, I've had confirmation from the bank today that the only thing they are going to do with any villa, I'm going to have a few of these coming on over the next few days, the only thing they will do is they are going to be repainting the whole of the interior of these properties, okay? So they'll be filling any holes in walls, they'll be repainting all of the walls, all of the ceilings. That's what they're doing. They're not going to be replacing anything that's gone. They've priced this property with that in mind, okay? So I'm gonna walk around now and show you again. Obviously, we know the radiators are gone. The walls, the interior decoration, we know is being done by the bank, so we haven't got to worry about that. So it's really the things that are missing that you need to worry about. So as I say, the first thing is radiators all gone, which we haven't got to the kitchen yet, but I'm assuming the boiler's going to be gone as well. So going up to the end of the lounge, you take a left here, okay? So this cupboard in front of you here is just a kind of, it's almost like a secondary wardrobe. I don't know why they put these here. It's just like a little cupboard. You would integrate that into the kitchen, I would have thought, because the kitchen is literally right next to you. So I would have thought that you'd integrate that as shelves or something like that. Now, the style of the kitchen on these, they're kind of odd. I'm gonna stand here. That probably gives you the best kind of way of seeing it. So that's obviously a lounge over here. And then you've got kind of a thin wall in between with this large kind of opening area here, which is very large. And then you've got the kitchen, like a galley-style kitchen running down the side of it. It's kind of it is a strange kind of design. Obviously, they wanted to keep, even though the kitchen is almost an open plan style, just with this wall in the middle. I know that a lot of people that bought these did take these down and basically make it open plan, but this is the way they were built, and this is the way it remains at the moment. Going through to the kitchen, so that would have been where the sink was, obviously, and that's all been taken out. Moving over, this is obviously where the ceramic hob, the oven would have been, and the hood, and again that's all been ripped out, obviously. And yeah, so this is your kind of utility area here. So this is where usually the washing machine is put, and this is where the boiler would have been, and as you can see, that's all been taken out as well. So the radiators and the central heating, the boiler and the central heating all needs to be replaced. The kitchen, I mean, you can see the electrics are gone, but I think probably looking at it, I don't think many people would keep this kitchen. I think you would just take the whole lot out and put a new kitchen in. Okay, so that's the kind of kitchen side of it done. Okay, while I'm on this side, I'm going to go into one of the bedrooms because we're on this side. So this is what they regard as the master. So you've got very long wardrobes. You can see basically end to end. It's like a triple wardrobe there. Window there, which we'll be looking out into the garden area. And then that would have been the original kind of headboard, if you like, that the previous owners put in. The radiator again would have been there, but as we already know, the radiators have all been taken. That would have been gas radiators, by the way. The boilers in these would have originally been mains gas, and the radiators and the water would have been powered by the gas boiler. Okay, so that does need put in really. I mean, it doesn't need to. You could obviously just change it to an electric boiler. And you can see the other thing that's all been taken is the AC units that would have been in here. So you've got two choices really. You could obviously replace the gas boiler and also obviously the radiators to put the central heating system back in, and that would obviously do your hot water as well. Or you could just basically scrap the gas altogether and put in, basically replace obviously all the AC units, which are all inverter units now, so that would be your heating and your cooling, and then obviously just put an electric boiler in. You've got two choices really. I mean, we know all the people that can help you make them choices and supply and fit anything that you need put in like that. So, but just bear them in mind, yeah? It's all going to be cost, but obviously these are priced because of these costs. You've got the master en suite over here. So that is all present and correct. So you've got obviously your sink and unit there, toilet, and that's, I'd say, a 3/4 bath with your shower unit there, light there, and of course there's a window as well from the bathroom. There would have been a heated towel rail there, again part of the gas central system, which has been taken. All right, coming back out. So let's go back out onto the lounge area. This is the front door, obviously. So coming round this corner. So I'm literally just at the other side of the galley kitchen, if you like. And then you go into this door here, which brings you into almost like a small hallway area. And then you've got bedroom 2 to the left. You've got kind of light fittings there. Again, as with the whole villa, you've got the central heating system has gone. AC unit has obviously been taken, but you've got end-to-end wardrobes again. So basically, we already know that the AC and all the gas central system and boiler needs replaced. That's the main cost. The kitchen, I mean, you don't have to replace the cabinets, but I would have thought anyone that comes to see it are going to want to replace the whole kitchen. But of course, with that kind of style kitchen, with like a galley like that, you could actually pick that up really cheap. I don't think that's going to be expensive at all. And then coming back out of this bedroom into the kind of small hallway area, you've got a kitchen there to the left, and directly ahead you've got bathroom 2. Okay, so you've got the sink there, you've got a shower tray and the toilet there, and there would have just been a curtain up there at some point. Right, coming back out, because we can't get out obviously of that main door because obviously there's no electric connected, we're going to go round the side basically so you can see that. So coming out down the side. Right, so we're at the back now. So this is where them doors would have came out basically from the lounge, comes into this big kind of terrace area here, and it is a big terrace. You know, you could have a table of 8 people there if you wanted to. That's quite a great sized terrace there. And then you've got your own little garden here as well, which is all lawns. All the hedges and the lawn is all taken care of by the gardeners. You never have to touch anything out here. This is the stairway going up to Solarium, which we'll get up to shortly. So you've got the hedges here, and you've got another hedge there separating, but for some reason it's kind of stopped here. I mean, that hedge really should have been going to the end there. But again, that is something, whoever owns this house, that is something you can contact the administrators on resort, who we know well as well, and basically just saying, look, you know, obviously no one said anything because it's probably been lying empty for many, many years, but can you send the gardeners round and just basically keep that going right to the edge to give total privacy to the villa next door. And that's something that will be done because obviously you're paying, within your community fees, you're paying for things like that. So that's not going to cost you. That's just something that needs to be done from the gardeners on site. Community fees, we're still waiting for the actual figures, but these villas traditionally are about the same as apartments. So you're probably looking at around 120 per month or thereabouts, but we're still waiting for them exact figures. Obviously, these are all internet ready, they're all TV ready. That's all done by A to Z who service all of these resorts. The actual internet speed and everything is really good, really stable. Been upgrading to fibre optic now on all these resorts, so it is really stable now. Now, on the price list of the bank, it says that this is south facing the garden, but I've actually got east on my compass, which is a bit odd because it's 20 to 12, and as you can see, it's almost directly ahead. So I'd say maybe it's southeast. Lots of sun though, and even if it was east, of course, that means that's south. So you're still always going to get a lot of sun in this garden. Right, let's go up the stairs, and you've got a great area up here. So really great big size solarium up here. I'll just walk it so you can actually try and get an idea of the size. Obviously Holly can give you all the exact sizes of these villas in terms of meterages, but that's a lovely big solarium up here. And it also goes around the side here. You can see it's all kind of mossy up here, but to be honest, as you can see, that just needs a good wash, needs a good jet wash, and you'll find the vast majority of all of that will come off. Now they're only repainting, the bank is only agreeing to do the inside, they're not doing the exteriors, okay? So again, bear that in mind. 140,000 euros there, guys, for a 2-bed, 2-bath detached villa. Yes, it needs a bit of work. The inside decoration doesn't need to be worried about, but you do have to bear in mind you've got to have to completely refit the radiator and gas boiler if you choose to keep that. The AC units obviously have to go in as well. Sorry, just view from both sides. This side of the solarium over here is onto the front of the house. So this is just the road, basically, the tree line road. And going over to this side, you're looking kind of over the perimeter of the resort. So view is to kind of mountains. And this is the road that basically enters the front of the resort, if anyone knows Menor. So you can hear a few cars and stuff going past, but it's certainly not a main road. You wouldn't get tons and tons of traffic there. Right, that's it, guys. Hopefully that gives you a really good idea. 140,000 euros, yes, you're gonna have to spend a little bit of money on it, but you know, first one we've had on like this for a long time, very long time. Any questions, let us know.